Everyone. Um, Good evening and welcome to today's event. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Paul Adiroju and I'm the senior lead at GDSC. Today we're going to be talking about health solutions at Futurize Fuel Africa Hackathon. I'm sure a lot of us would have been hearing about this hackathon or would have been wondering what this hackathon is about. So today we'll be delving into what exactly this hackathon is about. We're talking about the process of registration process, how to form your team, the benefits of participating in this type of hackathon, and basically things that would make you succeed in this hackathon. So before I continue, I would want to also introduce our speaker here, Eniola. Please go ahead and introduce yourself.
All right, thanks so much, though. All right, so my name is Enola Alex, and I'm the delegate for Futurize. So, and I'm also currently a student at the University of Lagos, and I'm really excited to tell you about Futurize for Africa and inspire you to why you should consider signing up. Um, so let's see how far we can go with that.
All right. Thank you so much, Eniola. Thank you so much for that. So before we continue, I would like us to, in the comment section, just give a shout out, like just introduce yourself, or just put your name and say I'm here, just for us to know that you are in the stream. Just say something on the chat. Say I'm happy to be here. Anything. I can see the chat from here, so I'm watching. So you can just go ahead and do that. I'll give like 1 or 2 minutes for that before we dive straight into the event for today. Okay. Am I seeing anyone in the chat? Um, I'm seeing you guys. Okay. Okay. Confidence says it cannot hear anything. Interesting. Please, can someone else confirm that? Are we audible? But can you hear us now? Confidence. Can you hear now? Can you hear us now?
Yes.
Can you hear now? Okay. So okay, I think it's better now. All right. Okay. Great. Great. Thank you very much. All right. So yeah. Before we dive in again, okay, yeah. So I'll just briefly introduce us again, and Eniola will start speaking. So basically, this is Futurize Fuel Africa Hackathon info session. So yeah, you will discover how you can play a role in addressing challenges aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 3 and 13, which are about good health and also about climate. So we want to provide comprehensive information today about the hackathon, emphasizing on health solutions and how you can build health solutions. So Eniola will continue from here now and also give a presentation. Please, I'll implore you to listen with rapt attention. And please, if you have comments, don't hesitate, or questions rather, don't hesitate to use the comment section so that we can address your questions. Thank you. So, Alex, over to you.
All right, thanks so much, Paul. Welcome, guys. So permit me to share my screen so that I'm not going to stop on something. Um, so when you see my screen, let me know, Paul.
All right, all right. But I can't see it yet. Okay, it's coming up now.
Can you see that now?
Yes, yeah, I can see your screen now. I can see your screen.
All right, so welcome to Futurize Africa 2024. And I just want to run you through the program, and I want to also inspire you and encourage you to apply. So you're going to get a lot of information about the program there, and also you'll be able to ask questions that that's on your mind and you want me to answer. So these are like stuff I'm going to talk about. But just to be clear, the program is for those whose university are partners with Futurize. And these are the list of the university. So I'm from the University of Lagos. Anyone from the University of Lagos is eligible to participate in this program, and these are other universities in Nigeria that are also eligible, and also some universities that are international, that are outside Nigeria, right? So what's Futurize Africa, right? So it's an initiative by Futurize themselves, and the main goal is just to bring together students and alumni. So it's not just for students, but the major goal is to bring students and alumni to be able to grow, the international network, and then new skills and create ideas, right? And it's majorly focused on health. That is sustainable goal 3 and 13. So sustainable goal 3 is all about good health and well-being, and sustainable goal 13 is all about climate action. So these are like major solutions that will be created and be tailored throughout this program. So they are partners with AstraZeneca, which is a famous pharmaceutical company that was involved in COVID-19, and also their co-founder, Diston Myers, right? So, um, yeah, so let's just go straight to what is all about this program at a glance, right? So let's see what is the is the tech, right? Into this program. Why should they apply, right? So the first thing is um the program is in two segments, right? The first segment is a 13 days entrepreneurship program where everyone can sign up for free and register and get to get out of that, right? So the idea is within that 13 days of entrepreneurship program, you actually form a team, and in that team, you guys, you provide a solution around health, around three challenges, which I'll talk about later on. Um, and then when you present that solution to the panel at the end of the 13 days, and that can now determine you know what next in terms of are you getting into an incubation program or not, right? So yeah, so let's just quickly on to this. So there's a 13 month, there's a 13 days, sorry, there's a 13-day entrepreneurship program. There's also ability for you to set up your team among multidisciplinary and cross university teams. So you can pick anyone from you. So the way it works is that you guys are going to be added into a Slack channel, and in that Slack channel you can select anyone depending on their expertise or the relevant skills you're looking out for. Right. So if you're looking out for someone with an AI background, or someone with a machine learning background, or someone with an IoT background, it's very possible. All you just need to do is ask, or all you just need to do is call out for that person, and the person you're going to reach out to that person, right? So, and it's 100% virtual. It's 100% virtual, and then they're supported by leaders, industry leaders, and like I said, AstraZeneca is one of the partner, right? So they're also like tests to the ones, right? So if you pass this sorry. So if you move past this 13 stage entrepreneurship program, you're successful. There are prizes to the one, right, in the incubator stage, which is $1,500 for you to build whatever solution you provided for them. So you teach to them. Um, and I said it's basically tailored into SDG 3 and 13, right? So major challenges has to fit into this, and then their mentors and all. So between that 13 days entrepreneurship program, you're not just alone, right? So it's not a self test. It's not like you're going to be mentored. You're going to take on a journey of entrepreneurship. So design thinking, market research, and all of those things, right? So you want to do all of those things, and expert trainings and support basically. So like I said, there are three challenges that you have to tackle, right? Your solution has to this inclined with, right? The first challenge is how might we screen early detection and management of cancer and other NCD to connect patients with relevant services using artificial intelligence and or other technology. So you don't start thinking about what can be the right way, why, how, in this situation. Why is this thing not working? How can we make this thing work? Relating to early detection and management of cancer to be able to like tailor the solution to this, right? And the second one is how might we increase the accessibility and the affordability of healthcare through technology to decrease health inequalities across continents, right? So, if you choose to go for this, you don't start thinking about accessibility in healthcare, you don't start thinking about affordability in healthcare, right? So, and remember, so this is a multidisciplinary program across across several countries. So you want to take a location and and stop out that unique pain points to be able to provide the solution for them, right? And then the third one is how much we predict and respond to climate change related health challenges, right? So this is now talking about SDG 13, right? How can we ensure that we're taking note of climate change and how it's affecting the health, the healthcare and you know our health discipline in general, right? So this is the third one that you want to look into if you're interested in like providing the solution in it, right? So um yeah, so basically the first thing is from all I've said now is today to make out the decision that okay, I want to be part of this program. Don't worry about the team setup or who's going to do in my team. You definitely have to on your team because it's an individual registration. So once you register, you'll be added to the Slack channel at the end of the application process. And once you're added to the Slack channel, there are thousands of people that are ready to team up with you, right? To form a team with diverse skills. So if you're looking for someone, if you're trying to solve the first challenge and you're looking for someone with AI expertise, you're definitely get such person. If you're looking for someone with a climate experience, the climate background, you'll most likely get the testing on the Slack channel. So it's nothing to think about. All you just need to do is make up your mind that I want to be part of this program. And then the second thing is, try and figure out what you want to do, and then it also depends on your team when you start brainstorming on what you guys should settle for. So that's on. So let's talk about the guidance to how you can approach these challenges, right? So um, number one thing is know that um, submitting a prototype is not mandatory, right? You don't need to have a prototype. It just can be an idea, right? But really, what matters is the way you're thinking, right? The way you're coming up with the solution. Your reason, your why, your understanding of what you're trying to do, your simplicity, your and all of these things. These are what is more important, right? So, it's always encouraged, like you know, you don't really necessarily focus on the prototype, but in as much as that, if you can get a prototype digitally working, very fine, right? Show them what you have to, what you got, and show them how it works, right? So that can be a reason why that can be a reason to say, oh, we understand what you're trying to do, right? Another thing is when you're identifying the problem and you're choosing a specific challenge to go with, think about the geographical location. That means, like, let's say, for example, you're teaming up with someone in Kenya, right? And that's two different locations. So you want to think about that location, and you want to think about which of the location is best fit for this solution, right? You also want to talk about the market, right? How big is this market, right? Um, is there even a market, right? This kind of questions, right? To question yourself to ensure, right? So you don't need to necessarily worry about these things because these are what the 13 days entrepreneurship program is all about. So it's going to encourage you to define these things and understand them well at the end of the day, right? So they also to analyze your market, do a comprehensive market analysis, and understand your pitch and all of those things, right? So another thing I want to consider is what am I solving for? What are my users and my target users? So what are the demographics? Are they elderly people? Are they young people? What are their needs? What are the pain points? Right? What do they care about? Right? What is their major needs? What is their major wants? Are they willing to access this thing? Is this in the problem to them, right? So you don't talk about those demographic questions, right? To ensure that this is really something that goes with that is really what solving and can earn you the one the incubator stage, and as well the price of the 1.5 thousand dollar. So so like I said, you're going to the added to the Slack channel, and immediately you are select like immediate once you register, definitely you'll be selected. So you're going to that added to the Slack channel. So like I said again, it's an individual registration. You don't need to register in group. You register individually. But once you register, you're going to be added into the Slack channel once the application is over. And then in that Slack channel, you guys form a group. And then when you form the group, then there will be participants for that group, so that all documents and resources needed to participate actively in the program will be shared across. So it's a very short program that you don't necessarily have to worry about um, what needs to be done, right, at any point, right? So I thought about this information actually, but I'll just say it again. So the thing has to the 26 student pattern. So like I said again, you don't need to worry about this. It's an individual registration, but once you get into the Slack channel, you will be able to find your team, right? So um it's a team of two to six students, right? So it's who the students or an recent alumni. So, and alumni should not be up to 3 years from any of the partner university. So you can also team up with anyone that is not in the partner. You won't be accepted. You don't even be accepted, if you're not from the partner university. So, so, and then it's always encouraged, like, it's highly encouraged that you're selecting a team with diverse experience, and not just diverse experience, needed from different backgrounds, and as well those that are necessary to allow you to do the work. Those on your team should be able to provide the solution you're planning to do, right? So team submission will be by 20th of March. But that would be after you've been selected. So the deadline for um applying is March 15, right? The March 15, right? So if you open up the Fuel Africa link and you want to register, you see the application deadline there, March 15, which is like how many days now? Maybe, yeah. So it's just close, right? So then yeah. But if you don't have a team by that time, by March 20, then if you not form a team, then you won't be able to participate in the program, basically, right? So this is like an overview of what the 13 days entrepreneurship program looks like, right? So you go through this process of learning and discovering, and trying to like put together what you have, and at the end of the day, top finalists to be announced, and those are the people that will get into the um, incubator program, and they'll be able to they'll be funded with they'll be funded to grow their ideas, basically. So talking about um, teach submission. So I want to talk about what this day is like, and this demo day, what is it all about. So In the demo day, you're just going to submit two things, right? Military actually, but just the technical is optional. That is the prototype is optional. But the first thing you need to submit is like a short summary of what your project is all about, right? And then the next thing you're going to, the second thing you're submitting is a 3 minute pitch of what you're trying to provide as a solution, right? So um again, it's nothing to worry about now, but I just want to run you through all what this program is all about. At this time, the most important thing is to register and get into the program first. So when you do that, all of this information will be passed across time to time, right? Um, then there's also mentorship, like I told you, right? So there's one mentor per team. Also allocated to each Slack channel. And then the non-guys meet occasionally, time to time, depending on what we decide on. So, and although these are like the structure of what the occasional meetup should look like. And then there will be a team leader who is necessary, who is responsible for heading this whole meeting and ensuring that everyone is participating effectively. Um, so yeah, let's not talk about the judging criteria for the teach day. That's the demo day, right? So on the demo day, they're going to basically talk about, and they're going to basically the judge on this criteria, right? You're going to be judge on a problem and a solution. You're going to judge on what kind of business value are you trying to propose. You're also going to judge on the level of innovation that is involved. They're going to be judged on the impact made, right? The impact that can make, right? That can make basically. So you don't necessarily have to have like a result yet, but let's see how far this could go, right? Then the team that is involved, how does the team involved, do they have the necessary skills to get this thing done? And then the last one is the question and answer session, whereby you're going to the strong question and then you can get to answer, right? So basically this is summary of what Futurize Africa is all about. And yeah, I think this will be the time for question and answer. So let's talk about some things that are not clear.
All right. Thank you so much, Daniela. Thank you so much for this presentation. It was really insightful and informative. Please, okay. So yeah, there are some questions on the chat. The first question is from Confidence Performer, and it says that is the registration for the program free? Is it a free registration or is some monetary payment required?
The registration for the program is absolutely free. Like it's free. There's no monetary payment that you have to make. Right. So it's free.
Okay.
Right. So you're actually the one enjoying more because once you get into the top five finalists, you're going to have access to funding. So yeah, so it's a win for you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. So, um, then we have another question again from Z Omotola, and Z says, "I please, what's the criteria for selecting members of the team?" I think she's trying to say that selecting members to join your team. What are the things you should be looking out for?
All right. So the first thing you should look out for is, like I said, you have diverse people coming from different universities across the country, right? So the number one thing you want to look out for is, okay, so you look out for the experience and the skill set that you need necessary to address that solution you're trying to solve, right? So I told you about the three challenges that this program is trying to help to tell to you know to they're trying to get students to solve things around it. So once you once you're able to define what you want to provide solution to, you definitely know what you need, the skill set you need to get that done. So you actually want to look out for that, right? So that's the number one thing. The skill set, the number this the other thing is the diversity of the team, right? So you don't you don't just want to go for people in your school or you just want to go for people I'm not saying it's something that you can't do, right? It's something you can do, but it's encouraged that you're diversifying the experience and the background of the people on your team, right? So, and then the third thing is it has to be 2 to 3 people, 2 to 6 people, sorry, per team. So you don't want to exceed that number, basically. And then yeah, so I think that's 3 things you should look out for.
All right, all right. Thank you very much, Nila. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm still looking out for questions on the comment section. But then also I actually even have some questions that I think some people might
Okay.
want to ask. So the first one is still talking about the team, right?
Mm.
When you're forming a team.
Yeah.
You said you mentioned that you need to look out for people that have skills and stuff. So like can you mention some of the skills? I don't know, like you can just go be very specific about the skills
Okay.
because I understand that when you are
Okay.
probably pitching your idea, or if you have like if you can create an MVP during the period of the hackathon, I think it gives you a higher chance of
Mm.
of being a finalist or winning. So like, what are the specific skills that we should be looking out for in people when we are trying to build our team?
All right. So the one thing that should come to your mind as an entrepreneur, because the program is an entrepreneurship program, so you have to think like an entrepreneur. So the first thing you want to think about is both hard skills and soft skills, right? You don't want to settle for someone who is good at AI without necessarily good at collaboration, without necessarily good at communication, without necessarily good at brainstorming and all of those things. So you want to come from the point of, okay, what does this person have, right? If it's necessary to check out this person online on LinkedIn, let's say what you have done before. I think it's quite advisable, right? It's a good approach to select your team, right? You want to be deliberate about who is on your team. That because who is on your team determines whether you are winning or not, right? It determines whether your solution um will be totally accepted or not. It's not even about the acceptance rate of that product. It's about, are you telling the story of what you want to sell well? Are you really marketing what you want to sell well? Do you really understand what you're trying to sell? Can you guys really tell the potential of this solution of the product, right? So look out for source trees, look out for ask trees equally, right? If you are needing an AI person, let the person be good at AI. Maybe not expert in it, right? But someone who can say who is ready to learn and unlearn, right? Someone who is ready to get it running, right? So it's not just the program won't just stop at the end of the 13th day, right? You can move on even though you didn't get into the top five finalist. You can move on with working with your team, right? That's the network. Um, that's also one of the goal of the program is to network people together. And you could also still leverage on futurize networks as well to get things done. Right. So source trees and house trees are basically what I will ask you to look out for, and you can tell what you want, right? So communication, teamwork, collaboration, um, brainstorming, someone who could think out of the box. Maybe not all of you don't have to look out for perfection, but just someone who is ready to do the work, basically.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Also, okay, so also have one more question.
All
This
right.
question, okay, so this question is also regarding like the after registration, like after forming my team. Are there like some resources now that you think that each team will need? Like, so let me explain. I know that for each team they need to come up with like a pitch deck. So like, are there resources for like that you can easily use to create like a very good deck? Are there resources for like maybe collaboration? Like, I know your pitch deck you need to record. Like, are there
Yeah.
resources that you think that are the best, to cover all these things?
Yes. So the program is a very structured program, right? So they've actually talked about this whole thing for you, right? So from the very first day the program starts, and then that's the day one, that's March of March 20th, and then you tackle one problem at a time. You tackle one aspect of things at a time. So you start with your problem identification and all of those things, right? And then providing and then moving you move to design thinking and also throughout that process there are resources that you will need to be able to document whatever you're doing, right? And to be able to communicate that to the team, right? So you're going to be provided with all those resources. And that's why I was saying the other time that there's going to be a part where once you have selected your team, you'll be able to get like a folder. Yes, so I said that you're going to get like a folder where resources will be shared, right? And you'll be able to access also materials that are necessary, right? There are going to be articles for you to read or if you're not if you find it hard to even come up with a solution, there are going to be articles on 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 um on climate change, on AI, and all of those things, just to stimulate you to motivate you to come up with something. So it's a very structured program that is ready. Like there's a lot of position for you already.
All right. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. This is a very, very exciting program, exciting hackathon. I have participated in past, as I mentioned earlier, and I'll just encourage everyone here to give this a try. Trust me, you meet new people, mentors, people from different universities. You get to see how people think, how people build solutions. So I think it's something that is great to participate. So, Eniola, also, some people have requested that they want to have these documents. So I don't know if it's okay to share these documents with them at the end of this meeting.
Okay. I'm going to head back to you on that.
Okay,
On sharing the if it's possible, I'll definitely share it to you.
okay, okay, no problem. All right.
But
So,
if they have any question, they can just join the WhatsApp
okay,
group and then ask me at any time. I'm going to respond.
okay, yeah, okay, yeah. Talking about the WhatsApp group, let me try and pull up the link and paste it here now. So there's a WhatsApp community that you can join. That's where we are facilitating communication. So let me try and get the link here. All right, so I'm posting the link now, so you can just check out for the link in the chat. If you have more questions, you can join this group so that you can speak to Eniola directly. Okay, all right. Okay, okay. I didn't see this on time, but it's fine. Okay, so um, I think we're done here. No more questions here. So I think we can gradually come to the end of this program. It's been very informative for me, even being a previous participant. But I think I also learned something new. All right, so please, if you have any more questions and comments or something you want to um, learn more about, please don't hesitate to reach out to us on the GDSC community. Right, reach out to us on WhatsApp, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, anywhere. Be able to get back to you and give you provide answers to your question. So yeah, thanks a lot everyone for joining in. And we look forward to seeing you guys come up with beautiful, beautiful ideas, building solutions, and being there at the top. All right. So until next time, I remain Kolajoju. Bye.